Anthony Hartwig here with a Maplewood softball player profile, and we're joined by someone who we've grown accustomed to here at YSN because we uh, followed her pretty well in the basketball season, our YSN basketball freshman of the year, and now making waves on the softball diamond as well. Claire Urchek. Claire, thanks for coming on and talking to us again.
Thank you for having me.
So here you are, another freshman season. Let's talk about how much do you think basketball and being under the varsity, you know, level of basketball helped you kind of be prepared for what it's going to take for varsity softball as a freshman?
I think it really helped me. I mean, basketball was a lot, but I got through it pretty well, so I think that definitely helped with softball.
Pretty well, I'd say pretty well. I think so. What were some of the things that you did to transition? I mean, it's a quick turnaround from basketball to softball. Is it a hard transition to kind of go from one to the other, or were you on the spot with it going from one sport to the other? Because it was the first time that you really had to do it in a varsity setting.
It was kind of hard, but I don't really think it was that hard because I've been playing softball my whole life for so long. During basketball season, I was taking hitting lessons, so that helped with me too.
You're juggling a lot. You're taking hidden lessons, doing basketball. I'm sure you're still working on your shot during softball season, right? You've shot in some hoops during the season here in the spring. How do you kind of juggle it all? What do you do to kind of keep yourself on solid ground and stay locked into the sport you're in?
Um, well, I try to do basketball and softball. Like I try to balance them and to like whatever's in season. So I mean, it doesn't really take much, I don't think.
You had a very successful basketball season as a team, but here's the softball team having a very successful season in their own right. What's it been like to be on this ride with this team and to see so much success in the two seasons back to back?
I think it's really cool. I mean, there was not a lot of success like before us and like before last year. And I got to learn last year because my mom's the coach and I got to like ride around with them and like play the speaker. So I thought that was pretty cool. And like learn about it a little bit, learn about my teammates that I haven't really played with that much. So
We're talking about the impact you're making and how easy you've made freshman year look. I'm sure it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There have been some things that have been difficult. What's been the most difficult part so far of freshman year and trying to get yourself, locked into varsity level softball?
I would say balancing schoolwork with everything else because I've been getting a lot of schoolwork recently and trying to balance that because softball games are long and they take up the whole night. So try to do that, like fit in my schedule.
You are so close to being done with the school year. What's it been like, in the classroom? Are you going to finish with a strong GPA?
Yeah, I have all A's. We have a lot of essays coming in, so I'm trying to get those done.
Knew it. Knew Clara Check would be a straight A student. No shocker there. We talk about the jump from middle school to high school on the athletics. What's the jump like in the classroom?
It was pretty big. I mean, it wasn't that bad at the beginning of the year to the middle of the year, but now we're really cracking down and getting ready for finals. So that's kind of hard. It's kind of different because we never had finals before. But other than that, I think it's not really that hard.
So you have to do finals while you're barreling down the end of a softball season, and the most stressful part, which is postseason. What's that? I mean, what's that like? Are you kind of overwhelmed right now? Are you handling it pretty well? I mean, that's a lot to ask of someone to go into a postseason while you're trying to focus on finals week.
Um, I'm trying to get my like practices or games done, focus on that, and then after that, I would try to like get my work done, do a few pages of my essays or study, and try to do that.
Okay, let's hear about these essays. What do you have to write about?
Well, we have to compare two books in English, and then in history, we have to do the influence of the Soviet Union communism versus North Korea. So
Sounds
hard.
awesome. I do not miss high school academics. What essay do you thrive more at? Are you more of an English, break down books, or do you like kind of the historical essays?
I don't really like English, and I think history is pretty like interesting to like learn about our world, like because I don't really know much about it until
Right.
like I'm learning it. So
So you're having more fun with the history essay, right?
Yeah, probably, but that one's 10 pages, so it's a lot.
It's a lot. When we talk about this softball team and the success you guys had, I've been to a couple of your games. You guys play so tight knit, like everyone's there for each other, and it's a fairly young roster. Talk about what it's been like to be on this team and to be in this dugout, and what it's like to almost instantly have the chemistry with the rest of the girls.
It's pretty cool actually. It's fun to be a part of and like be about. And we've been playing for a long time. Like a lot of us have been playing together for a long time. So I think that really helps us like with a chemistry or like having fun with it. So
You might not have been playing last year, but as you said, you were with the team. Your mom was the coach. You got to follow them around all the time. How much do you think that let you kind of just seamlessly go into this team this year as a freshman?
I knew what it was about like coming into it. It's practice every day. I've never had to practice every day for softball, but I think it's pretty cool because I mean it's a lot more like it's a lot different than basketball. So I think watching it really helped me.
We have to talk about your mom being the head coach and what that's like to have that dynamic. And is it the first time she was the head coach for you? I don't know. Did she coach you in youth softball?
She's coached me all the way up. So
But so it's probably not that much of an adjustment for you. But like you said, varsity softball is a little bit different. You're practicing every day. It's a little bit more of a stress. What's it been like to kind of have your mom as the head coach of the softball team?
it's really cool like to be able to talk about stuff with her because she knows a lot. She knows her stuff. So I get to talk to her about a lot of stuff and um we do like get into some fights, like not fights, but like disagreements. But I think that's good sometimes, like to learn from each other.
All right, let's dive into it. What thing do you think that you butt heads with the most? Like, what's that one thing that you guys probably maybe disagree with the most?
Um, I don't know. It's like different every time. I feel like if I can't hit the ball, she like tells me what I need to do better. But like I take it as coaching. But sometimes I get mad because I mean,
She gets to evaluate you so much as a coach.
yeah.
Let's evaluate her. How do you think she does with the turning off coach when you're home and being the mom, and then going from mom to coach when you're on the field? How does she handle flipping that switch?
She does good. I mean, a lot of her life is softball. She really loves the game. Like whenever we're at home, she's watching Game Changer, like going to watch games. Like she's definitely prepared. But I think she's like really good at both. So I think.
I don't want your dad to feel left out. We got to talk about him. What's he mean to you during the softball journey?
He drives me around everywhere, which I think is really good of him, and he coaches my brother's baseball team, so he can't really be there much for me, but he definitely comes and watches my games all the time. So I think that's really
You have a family of coaches. Your dad's a baseball coach, your mom's a softball coach. How competitive is this household that you're in? Like, how competitive are you guys?
it's really competitive, I think. Like when we're playing different games or like we're shooting pig in the driveway or like me and my brothers go out and like pitch to each other. It's definitely competitive. We get in fights and my dad has to break it up during the summer. But
All right, so you guys pitch to each other. Who's got the leg up in that matchup? You or your brother?
well, I mean, Cole's a good pitcher. He's older, so but if I could pitch a baseball, I think it would be me, obviously.
Have
Case
you
is
ever tried?
still young. My little brother's still young, but he has really good mechanics. He'll be good when he's
Just remember, he doesn't have to pitch against slappers, so you can kind of pull some stuff
yeah,
on him that
yeah,
he's not used to having to pitch against.
yeah.
Let's talk about trying to transition into the future because you have so many more memories to be made in your high school career still. What are some aspirations, some things that you kind of are looking forward to for the rest of your career at Maplewood?
Um, I want to go far, like bring my team far. Like I want to go to state. That's probably my end goal for like any sport and like yeah, basically. That's the goal.
I love it. We can do it this year. Don't like let's not wait. Let's get to Maplewood, get to
Yeah.
Akron this year. Let's just do it. Let's just get that out of the way. When you talk about going something that you don't have to do for basketball, going on and off. You could have a game, it rains out. You have to kind of deal with navigating Mother Nature. What's that been like for you trying to stay motivated, stay engaged while, hey, we're going to have a game today, and then you show up at like 3 o'clock and it rains and you don't have a game all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's different. I probably know before anyone else because my mom has to go look at the field, but um it's hard sometimes because we'll go a stretch like 4 days without a game and then we'll have like three in a row or something like that. So that's kind of hard, but I think it's all right if we keep doing stuff at home.
Claire's got the inside scoop, right? So
Yeah.
you know when it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Um, so you're about to get into the summer. What are some of the favorite summer activities for you? I know you stay busy. You probably play everything in the summer too.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite things about summer vacation?
Um, I just like being off school and being outside. Like I like to go fishing and ride my side by side, like doing all that stuff, be on the boat, just hang out with my friends. And then I also play travel softball, so that takes up a lot of my time on the weekends.
Travel softball is kind of a different animal than varsity softball in the sense that you're playing 7, 8 games in a weekend instead of maybe 6 games in 6 days. Do you like one better than the other now that you've experienced both? Do you like maybe a weekend full of games, or do you like kind of a week full of games every day? Which one do you kind of prefer?
I like high school better, but I mean, I like travel ball because I like the people there, but high school is definitely more spread out. I don't like cramming games into like the weekend. It's hard.
Which one do you think is harder softball? Do you think your travel team is a little bit more of a higher level, or do you think the high school softball has been a little bit more of a challenge for you?
High school softball, you practice every day, so that's the hard part. And travel ball, I mean, sometimes we can't practice because of high school, and then we get together on the weekends to play, so that's kind of hard.
All right, I want to know your softball superstitions because it feels like every softball player has at least one. Do you have any superstitions you bring to the field?
Well, I mean, I have my batting glove on my left hand every time I go up to bat, like that. I've done that forever. And then, I mean, I mostly have braids. I'm starting to I like just for basketball. So I do that too.
So
It's,
the glove only on your left hand, not on your right.
yeah.
When did
Only,
that start?
it started a while ago. I don't even know when it started. I've done it like ever since I've known, honestly.
What are some of the things that maybe other players do that kind of make you cringe? The softball icks, as they call it on social media.
I don't know, like a basic one, like wear their hair down, or just
Mhm.
like I hate when like it's an ick when they like act cocky, like
Mhm.
do stuff like that. Cause like I'm not like that. I hate doing that. So I mean, that's probably my biggest one.
And then when we talk about celebrations, post game celebrations, what's your favorite way to celebrate a big win with your team?
Um, so our field is right next to Baconi's Lickety Split. So that we go there for like every big home win. Like it's an ice cream place, so like
Right.
we go there and we celebrate. And most likely, the baseball team will be there too. So like we'll talk about like how each other's game went. So that's pretty cool.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I usually get like a parfait, like cookie dough or brownie, like stuff like that. And they have Dole Whip, so that's really good on like a hot day.
Yeah, and then is there anyone on the team that has like a really weird flavor that they like that everyone else on the team looks at them like, "What are you eating?"
I don't I don't really think so. Not that I've seen so far.
We'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Claire, we want to thank you so much. But like we do with every player profile, though, we want to give you the chance to take the limelight off yourself a little bit. Thank the people that get you to where you're going, that support you all the time. So just like in basketball, I want to give you the chance to give some shout outs and give some thank yous.
I would like to thank my family and my mom for being my coach, and my Coach Rick for travel ball, and Coach Dave, my batting coach, and all my other coaches that I've had pretty much. So,
Claire, thank you so much for coming on, talking to us today. We appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck the rest of this season. And we'll be talking to you again real soon.
yeah, thank you.